Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my SWTOR brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today in a galaxy far, far, far away? This is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for all your sort of fun news, sometimes guides, and updates right here, right now. I have a great question, guys. I went to go buy some coins at the SWTOR event, and all my old coins went. Where did they go? A lot of places have trademarks. A lot of places have logos. A lot of places have, there's something about that that's just, when they submit something, when they put out something, you go like, yep, that is that one brand. Star Wars The Old Republic, recently in the last couple years, definitely has this thing to where when they release an event, release a new update, it comes with a whole ton of bugs. And SWTOR Nightlife event 2025 is, well, just the cherry on top right now as we're going into this year. So what happened, right? So the event went live. Now, granted, this one has been cooking and in the hopper for quite a while, but they just turned it on. But someone found out quite quickly, as you'll see here on Reddit. It says, PSA, do not play the Nightlife event if you have chips from prior years. Said, do not buy event chips. If you have chips in your inventory from last year's Nightlife event, the new Legacy-bound Nightlife event chips delete all of your old ones. I just lost thousands of chips. Now, to be fair, as you'll see right here over the forums, they knew this happened. They saw it, and I'll give SWTOR credit. They actually went in and fixed this really quickly because that's a good thing. Now, the true question is, will people be reimbursed? Will they reimburse the people who lost thousands of tokens or even hundreds or even one because of a bug that they should have known about before they launched this thing? We'll get into that in just a second. I think there should be full reimbursement on that, 100%. But SWTOR came in pretty much saying, hey guys, we know. We found out. We know what's going on. We continue our investigation in SWTOR Nightlife Casino Chips issue. They will be disabling the event shortly. Now, they disabled it, and it was down for an hour or so with the fix, and they came in and they fixed it, which was awesome. I'm glad they fixed it. That was actually a rather quick fix for them to do. The biggest problem I have, and I'm not trying to belabor a point, I'm not trying to just kick the horse while it's dead and down and rolling down a hill, because that'd be way too easy to do with this team. My main point is, this is something that we're dealing with in the gaming industry, where they release stuff and then there's bugs. But it just seems like with Broadsword, especially with this current developing team who came over from the first shattering of BioWare, they came over and they continued on their work. Now, I will say, behind the scenes, those who are not in leadership, there are some great devs over there who love the game, who just want to do a job. And I get that. No fault of you guys. However, this bug right here, which affects the biggest and main part of the event, especially now that they're making the tokens legacy bound, you would think a smart man or woman, sorry, don't want to say anything different, would go in and be like, we've got to make sure this works, guys. Hey, we got to run through all the things. When it goes onto our test servers, when we do it internally, what happens when we go and we try to buy some tokens? Cool. How are other tokens working? Everything good to go? The ones we had from last year or the year before still there? Good. Party on. Okay, make it go live. It seems like the most simple thing, the one thing that should be on the top of the list, the no-brainer of everything, is what breaks all the time in this game recently. Ever since 6.0, 7.0 was atrocious. That thing had well over 200 bugs that came with it. And here's my main thing. We have a couple choices with this current dev team, especially the leadership. They're either A, incompetent, and or they did not actually do internal testing and didn't think about all the things. Now, when it comes to testing in games, I've done Q&A before in other games as well. I've done stuff as an influencer in other games to help test things out. You want to go with what is the most important part of this thing. Turn it on. Let's see what happens. Cool. What is this main event about? Well, it's about spending lots of credits to get your tokens. Awesome. Are they legacy bound now? Heck yeah, they are. Sweet. What about the old coins? Nah, they totally should be fine. I think we should test that just to make sure. I agree they should be fine, but we should probably test it a couple times just to make sure nothing breaks when it goes live. To me, that makes sense. It just kind of seems in this instance, someone didn't do their homework. Again, someone didn't understand the assignment. Again, would this have happened during the pie events? Probably not. The pies would have been great. If, right, you go in, I'm going to make a pie, and it comes out a streusel. And you're like, well, that's not what I wanted. It must be a bug. I don't know what it has to do about anything, but here's my thing. It just seems recent, maybe to me, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think on this one. It just really seems like the major selling point of an update of whatever they're bringing out there is always the one that breaks. And people have to sit back like, oh, well, I can't even enjoy this. Or the people who went in and bought tons of tokens, and then they found out where'd all my other tokens go that I had from last time. Although one could argue, why weren't they being able to use that in the first place? Why did you go buy new tokens if you already have tons of tokens in your legacy, in your bags? What's up with that? Anyways, my friends, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think we're overreacting on this one, or does it seem like this just continues the pattern of not enough internal testing and not enough forethought and foresight into what could and possibly happen? Listen, it's a live service game. You're not going to catch every bug. I 100% see that and understand that and recognize that. I get that. But it just really seems that there's just a pattern with this current team. And sometimes I can't even cry. All I can do is laugh. I can just laugh and ponder and wonder, WTF, Batman, WTF. Anyways, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know all the thoughts on all these things and anything else you guys want to talk about. Make sure you hit that like button, the share button, and that bell notification button, my friends. And hey, do you want to get an early video? Do you want to be the first one out there? Do you want to get a monthly podcast, which I really need to do one for you guys? Sorry, I've been really busy. Why not become a member to the channel? And hey, either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Become part of the family here at Boomy Nation, the Freak Show YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, remember to be kind. It's about community. And don't forget to spay and neuter your Wookiees. We'll see you later, my friends. Good day.